All right, so I'm surrounded by coffee. Brazilian coffee. This is an incredible experience for me, just noting that Brazil is the largest exporter of coffee in the world.
Eu tô com medo de me apaixonar.
Bem-vindo a Brazil. Welcome to Brazil. Right now I'm with my friend Alex. Alex has a cafe in Sao Paulo. So Alex has been showing me his home city. So this is still part of Descovado?
Yeah.
As well. This is the area where he buys all of his coffee from. So this is the area where he grew up. It's a really special spot for him and for his family. And, I've never visited a coffee plantation before. So this is my first time. So I believe they're still harvesting coffee right now. Is that right?
This one they already harvest.
It's kind of just at the end of the season,
Yeah.
isn't it?
They put all the coffee to dry up here, and they still dry in the old school way. Fire.
Now I can actually jump over the fire and celebrate Festa Junina properly. There's like a tradition where you jump over the bonfire, but nobody has like huge bonfires in Sao Paulo because of like big parties in town because of the risk of fire. So you can only jump over fake fires. So. I've never tried a raw coffee bean before, so we're going for it. I'm just gonna chew on one. Wow, that's kind of good. I see why they call it a bean. Sorry, it actually was good. I know I just spit it out, but it tastes like a bean.
Oh, I'm gonna pee. Don't film me.
You're gonna pee? I hope I don't have to drink that coffee.
And if it's more sweet, then the coffee itself is going to be more sweet. Like, try this.
I had one that was really
Like this?
sweet. This one wasn't as much, but the first one I had. Ooh.
So that's why when we put sugar on the coffee, we're like, no!
What are you doing?
Not on this one!
But you can like eating it raw, you can definitely taste the sweetness.
Yeah.
But I remember reading stories of like monks where they would eat the coffee beans raw like this and stay up studying or meditating, whatever they were doing. I have to go back and look. Could you talk a little bit again, the dynamics with as far as like selling internationally, because the price of coffee can be really expensive for Brazilians here, depending on weather fluctuations and things like that, and also the contracts internationally.
Well, basically, Americans company, they make a contract. So every harvest, like 80%, I'm talking about this place, 80% it is sent into America. They come here and they pay for the coffee that is going to be for the next 4 years.
ajudai meu companheiro.
Weather is bad in Brazil sometimes, then the harvest not good, and then here becomes a problem because then becomes really expensive for Brazil to get a coffee. We got a bad harvest, and then because of that, almost was hard to match the 80% of the American company. So that means less coffee to the Brazilian. That 20% I was talking about becomes really expensive. Like the price go like really high, and I'm the one who suffer with that. And yeah, but this year will be better. As we can see, still like the harvest not finished. It's already started, but not finished. And it's, praise Lord, is better than last year because right now the coffee price is so expensive. Well, if you plant a coffee tree now, it's take you 4 years to get the first harvest. So because last year we lost a lot of coffee trees, right now the coffee price is so expensive. And then next year, the Americans company, they will have to pay more.
And what types of coffee are we surrounded by right now?
Right now is Catuai Vermelho and Mundo Novo. They are both red beans, like this. But we also have up there Catuai Amarelo, which is yellow beans, and yeah, that's the 3 types that we have here in this farm.
And all from like the Arabica
Arabica, yeah.
Arabica
Yeah.
family.
Yeah. All Arabica trees. In this beautiful land.
Já pegou o café comeu assim?
Já, comia muito, era a nossa sobremesa. Aí sabe o que eu
That used to
lembrei?
be, she
A
say.
gente se enfiava no
Okay,
meio
one
dos
second.
pés de café para fazer piquenique, para brincar, esconder o sol. E aí nós ficava muito brava, porque o vô, ele não usava o banheiro. Ele só cagava no meio dos cafezal. Ele vinha e fazia, deixava aquele monte, a gente vê aquelas moscas pretas voando aqui nervoso.
So here what she
E a
said.
gente era pequeno e ficava tudo brava. A tia Nani então xingava ele. Lembrei agora.
First
dele.
memory was a good memory. Second memory was bad. First memory she have is because coffee beans, when she was a child, was her dessert. The family dessert. They come here and they do like kind of like a picnic between the field. But sometimes they got really angry because my grandpa, he was a hard worker, so he come back home only one time. So because of that, he poop on the field, and then sometimes they were having picnic and they look on the side and was like
Era desse jeito.
See the mountain of
Yeah.
mountain of poop.
and they were like yelling, why he did that? Why? I grew up like this until I was 9. That was my dessert.
Coffee.
Mandioca, né, Vi?
Let's go.
Não dá.
Criar coragem pra me arriscar. Só tô pedindo tempo, não tô recusando. O problema não é você. Tenho receio de me envolver.
See, we still have signal in the country.
Yeah, you still get phone service out here.
De avisar a avó que nós
It's pretty amazing. Just being with you for a little while is, for me, has been like being around a completely different version of you. Not I don't mean that in like,
No, I understand.
I mean it in terms of you. I sense you feel very alive and very at home here in many ways. But what's your
Wow.
like
I want to
dream?
build a house there, and I will do 2 cabins, and I'm gonna rent the cabins, like overnight or and I'll plant a lot of coffee. My idea is to plant coffee on all this, and then here is going to be an entrance, and then I'll be a barn there with there'll be like a chapel, restaurant, a cafe, and dorms too. But you can see really big from here, there, and then down here is more coffee. So it's like, you know, entendeu?
Ah, tá.
And that's going to be my view. E essa vai ser a vista.
Honestly, this was one of my favorite days in Brazil ever. I was immensely surprised by this whole experience. So I have Alex to thank for that. Beautiful man. Just look at that.
Nossa, então